Hi guys, dear empaths and HSPs out there. I'm taking a walk outside, as you can see, and it's a bit cold. Cold wind, been raining the whole weekend, and so haven't been able to be outside much. But I'm savoring every second now that I am. It's not raining as much right now, but it's damp, yeah, and cold. But I'm liking this piece here, and just showing the view here for you if you want to see. But yeah, so it's important to get outside. As empaths and HSPs, we need nature, we need fresh air a lot, we need to be around water, we need to be around nature and have peace of mind and a healthy feeling within our bodies daily, to have peace of mind and to be able to feel like you can just breathe freely. But yeah, so I had a few thoughts that I just felt that I need to share. So, because I have witnessed so many of people's issues with their relationships, and as I've gone through my own life, now that I'm 40 years old and I'm a mom and I'm responsible for my family, and I'm a single parent, and been through too much of the abuse and bullying from toxic people all my life, narcissistic abuse, emotional abuse, and domestic violence, and a bit of physical abuse too. So I know what it's like to be scared and in panic and in shock by these people, how they treat you. And it's not fair, because especially when you are a sensitive person, empath, highly sensitive person, so it really doesn't leave any room for that, now does it? And that is why we have to have tools and protection for ourselves. Like I've been talking about those things today again, because I felt that those topics were coming through very strongly for me, because of what I've been experiencing lately as well. And life is always about growing and learning and evolving and realizing and reflecting, as long as you're doing it. Of course, if you're closed, that you're not doing those things, then you're completely closed off, but then you won't be able to evolve or learn or grow or heal either, so you have to do it. And for me, it was always natural, because I was always thinking about things. I'm a deep thinker. I love deep conversations. I believe that usually people like us, we are we are like that. And as sensitive empaths and highly sensitive people, we crave those deep connections, deep conversations, and we can be introverted and need a lot of alone time. But also, of course, we can crave company and support from people. That is natural, of course, to want those things. But yeah, it's important to be paying attention to what you want and need in life, because nobody can tell you those things. You have to know them yourself from within, and for that you have to be tuning in, meditating, for example, listening to yourself, to your soul, to your higher self. What messages do they have for you every day? What messages are your body sending you? Because your body is always talking to you. If you imagine that your cells, your organs, your DNA, everything is walking every single second so that you would be able to be alive, so that you would be able to breathe and walk and see and talk and think and feel, you know, and to do things. So I want you to honor yourself and those things within you, your cells, everything, the full combination that you are as a person. Sometimes now I just like to stop and think and be grateful for my cells, for my DNA, for my health, for my organs, because they are working hard every single day, every single second, even when I'm sleeping. They are working, you know. And if you have illnesses and wounds, they are doing work to heal. And I believe that's the same is with your brain. Your brain wants to heal, even though it might be fighting against the healing at first, because that is how it functions. But in the long run, what your body wants for you is healing. So if you listen to it and pay attention to it, you're going to realize this, if you haven't already, that your whole being wants you to heal. Your higher self, your soul, they want you to be safe and heal. They want you to be happy and joyful. And that is why you have to be letting go of those toxic people. You have to be fighting back. You have to be doing whatever you can to be safe. Because you're worth it. And you have to do it. And I'm just telling you that if this resonates with you right now, you're not alone. I've been there too, and I'm here to support you if you want. And I do suggest, of course, to purchase my book, for example, if you want something to start with, if you feel very stuck right now. Because I know how painful it can be. Especially if things have been piling up like they were for me. That there would be a toxic person after a toxic person after a toxic person. And that is how my life has gone by. With me basically surviving and surviving and surviving. And doing the work and doing the work and doing the work. But I rather do the work than stay depressed and stuck in those negative energies which don't belong to me. So if this resonates with you, then you are definitely my target client, target person. But yeah, what was really popping up to me tonight is that, you know, you need to be fighting back instead of being ashamed or feeling guilty or, you know, being afraid of toxic people or a toxic person. To believe in yourself and know that love can conquer anything. Love for yourself, love for your loved ones, who are your real loved ones. You know, a narcissist is never a real loved one because they cannot love anybody. They don't even love themselves. So it's not going to go anywhere, and I hope you know that by now. It's so sad to read stories about people who have been so stuck with a narcissist for like 20, 30 years of their lives. And I refused to do that. So my relationships have been relatively short when they've been toxic. I always wanted to find my way out of them. To find health and happiness and joy and empowerment, to find myself, to find all of my strength and power again, you know. And that is why I'm here to record my videos and share my message. But yeah, so it was just coming to me so strongly that I see and sense and feel so many people who are just stuck with those narcissistic people, and they don't know how to get out. And maybe they want revenge, and they watch videos about narcissistic people over and over and over again, but they're not really doing anything about the situation. So also, if you're not doing anything about your situations, about your life, you want change, you want to heal, you want to do you want to do things, you want to choose differently, you want to make things happen, you want to move forward, and you want to create and manifest and attract your dreams come true. But how can that ever happen if you're not taking the first step, if you're not doing anything about it? So this was also coming to me tonight, that I needed to share and talk about, that it's important to realize the first step that you have to take, so that you can start with something. Start from the place where you are right now. Do something about it to move forward. Because you're worth it. You're not supposed to be staying stuck with that toxic person. You're not supposed to be their slave or doormat. You're not supposed to be dealing with that. No matter if it's your loved one or partner, whoever that toxic person or those people were or are in your life, you have to be putting yourself first. Nobody else can do that for you but you. In that way, we are alone in this life, because we are the only ones who can really understand ourselves and to have our own back and to really take action to change our lives. We cannot be changing our lives if we don't do anything about those things. Things don't just fall into our laps, usually. They can do that, but usually that doesn't happen. So some sort of work and action is involved. If you want a life change, if you want to heal after abusive experiences and claim your power and be that strong adult, that strong, smart adult person who acts with integrity and appreciation and respect for others and for yourself.